Welcome, Flea America. We're about to answer 10 questions for you guys.
From Charles. Thanks for inviting us to share, Charles. We appreciate it. So, here are the questions. Maybe we should tell them who we are.
My name's Matt Monarch, and we live in Vilcabamba, Ecuador, and this is my wife, Angela Stokes Monarch, who used to be 300 pounds and now weighs less than half that. We're both on 100% raw food diets. I've been doing this for 14 years. She's been doing it for...
Almost 9.
Almost 9.
And we live here in Vilcabamba, and we're very happy. And we're going to tell you all about it via Charles's questions.
And you can go check out therawfoodworld.com to learn more about us.
All right, here we go.
Let's do it.
How long have you been in Ecuador? What 3 or 4 main factors made you decide on Ecuador?
2 years. Is that right? 1.5 years?
Yeah.
1 to 2 years.
Yeah. What factors? 3 or 4 main factors?
The clean air.
The amazing soil quality.
The cost of living.
The really clean water and sunshine.
That's it.
There's a lot of reasons, but in this area where we are, Vilcabamba, those were very prevalent factors for us. It's known as the area of longevity, and everything's very pristine. It's like spring all year round. Beautiful place to be. All right, next. From watching your video series, I noticed that Angela had traveled a bit before landing in Ecuador. Maybe you did, Matt, too. Did you start somewhere else in Ecuador and then decide on Vilcabamba, or was Vilcabamba the place from the start? What made you decide on Vilcabamba?
Yeah, I wasn't really traveling much until I met this pretty goddess, and we started traveling for like 4 years. And then it was always Vilcabamba.
Yeah, I've traveled a lot in my life and was really, really excited to find a place to just stop and start to grow food, live on the land with other people in a vibrant community. And we didn't know where that was going to be. And we heard about Vilcabamba from a friend. We saw his photos of the land here and the beauty and what he was creating here. And it absolutely spoke to our hearts. We were actually in England at the time. And we just knew instantly that's where we wanted to be. And we actually bought land here sight unseen from England. We just knew that was where we wanted to be. So we've seen barely any of the rest of Ecuador at this point. We just came here and, we're so happy to stop finally. I was on the road for literally about 13 or 14 years prior to this, so super excited to just be in one place and growing food. All right. Next one. From watching your videos, it is a fair statement that you've essentially gone back to the land and become hobby farmers. Is that correct? Perhaps hobby farmers with new techniques, new approaches, for example, permaculture, growing food, but you're still essentially farmers. Are you a farmer, Mr. Monarch?
Yeah, I'm a computer farmer, and this is my instrument right here. I'm on this thing 24 hours a day. Yeah, so I don't really garden much. I pick stuff from the garden. But, I have a full-time business out here, online. We have a lot of help out here. The amount of money we're saving in food every month, we can actually get more food and hire people to help us grow food for the same price.
Get fresh food straight from the ground instead of going to Whole Foods or wherever and buying it, which has been picked weeks before and is nowhere near as vibrant or nutritionally dense. So, yeah, we run online businesses, and that's partly what enables us to be anywhere in the world that we might want to be. And yeah, for sure, we are very much connected to the land here. We're on 46 acres at the moment. We have 6 horses here. We have 2 puppies. We have a growing community of beautiful people. We've got veggie gardens. We have orchards planted with all kinds of fruit and nut trees, bamboo forests, canals. It's really an amazingly beautiful place. Here in the Andes, we're just like nestled into a little beautiful valley bowl in the Andes. Blue skies every day, and it's just magical. Amazing birds, and yeah, we're very, very much more connected to the land here than we have been in any other place, for sure. Which was a bit scary at first. Like, you know, we do not come from backgrounds of being disconnected to the land. He's from a city. I'm from a big town in England. We did not grow up growing food or having this kind of connection to nature. So it's been a big transformation, and we really, really love it. So we're staying.
And this button right here fell off my pants.
Baba.
Right.
Okay. It appears to be your goal to build an intentional community there in Vilcabamba. Is that true?
It's already done. Next.
Baba. We do currently consist of 14 people living here on our land, which just unfolded by itself very beautifully. My vision, when I've been looking
Build
forward...
it and they will come.
Build it and they will come. I've always seen living on a piece of land, growing food, raising children in conscious community, and here we are, and it's all unfolding by itself. There's these beautiful people arriving, especially at the moment, a lot of young families with young children. We have 3 2-year-olds living here on the land with their parents and other wonderful people. So it's doing it by itself, and that's just right here on our piece of land. You know, this area, the Vilcabamba area, is full of amazing people, vibrant people flooding in all the time. So it's not necessarily intentional in the sense that we have some kind of structure and we're organizing and seeking exact things. It's just doing it by itself. Okay. Which is kind of the next question. Is there a blueprint or plan that you are working from, or are you just taking things as they come?
Taking things as they come.
Yes, that's very much our style, and it tends to be the flow of the Vilcabamba area as well. Very synchronistic, very flowing. Things just do things by themselves. You don't really need to plan anything in our experience. Much. Okay, next. What are your goals as far as a community goes? How far along are you in meeting those goals? Goals?
I don't have any goals.
We just let it unfold as it comes. There are, of course, fantastic resources out there for people who might be interested in creating intentional communities from a more kind of left brain perspective. There's the book Intentional Communities, for example, and there's websites about that. And, you know, there's whole systems for organizing communities like Forum. We're not in that kind of flow at this point. Maybe we will be at some point. Maybe when there's more and more and more people, and maybe there'll be a sense for more structure and organization. But at this point, it's just very organic. It's just unfolding by itself.
People want to move here and build next door to us, then that's how it's growing.
We like it.